Have you ever wondered who has the most kissed face in all of human history? It's not a movie star, a historical figure, or a religious icon. It's a face you've probably seen, maybe even touched. And the story behind it is as fascinating as it is haunting. Our story begins in Paris in the late 1880s. A young woman, likely no older than 16, was pulled from the cold waters of the Seine River. Her body showed no signs of violence, no marks that could explain how she ended up there. Her identity was a complete mystery. In the 19th century, this was sadly not an uncommon event. Unidentified bodies were often displayed publicly in the Paris morgue, in the hope that a friend or family member might come forward to claim them. But this particular girl was different. Even in death, she possessed a serene and captivating beauty. She had a faint, almost enigmatic smile on her face, a look of peaceful repose that was completely at odds with her grim fate. People flocked to the morgue just to gaze upon her. She became known as l'Inconnue de la Seine, or the unknown woman of the Seine. One person was particularly struck by her appearance: the pathologist on duty at the morgue. He was so mesmerized by her tranquil expression that he felt compelled to preserve it forever. He ordered a plaster death mask to be made of her face, capturing that faint, peaceful smile for eternity. This wasn't an unusual practice at the time, but what happened next was, copies of the death mask began to circulate. Soon, it wasn't just in the morgue, it was everywhere. The Mask of l'Inconnue became a macabre must-have item for the Parisian bohemian scene. Artists, writers, and poets hung it on the walls of their studios. They saw her as a muse, a symbol of tragic, ethereal beauty. The philosopher Albert Camus compared her smile to that of the Mona Lisa, and poets wrote odes to the drowned girl they never knew. Her face, frozen in plaster, became an icon of art and literature, a silent testament to a life cut short. For decades, she remained a fixture in European culture, her story a blend of fact and romanticized fiction. But her journey was far from over. Now, let's jump forward in time to the 1950s. The world of medicine was on the brink of a revolution. A Norwegian toymaker named Asmund Lerdahl was working with a group of doctors, including the Austrian physician Peter Safar, who is often called the father of modern CPR. They were developing a training tool, a life-sized mannequin that would allow people to practice the newly developed technique of cardiopulmonary resuscitation. They needed a face for this mannequin, a face that was realistic, approachable, and non-threatening. They didn't want something that looked too medical or frightening, as it might deter people from learning the life-saving skill. Asmund Lerdahl remembered a decorative plaque that hung on the wall of his grandparents' home, a face he had seen since he was a child. It was the serene, smiling face of l'Inconnue de la Seine. He thought it was the perfect face for the mannequin. It was gentle, peaceful, and had a natural quality that he felt would make the training experience more effective and less intimidating. And so the decision was made. The face of the unidentified girl who had drowned in the Seine decades earlier was chosen to become the face of the first-ever CPR training mannequin. They named her Ressusci Anne, or Rescue Anne in the United States. And this is where the title of our story comes from. Since her creation in 1960, it is estimated that hundreds of millions of people around the world have been trained in CPR using a Ressusci Anne mannequin. From medical students and paramedics to lifeguards and ordinary citizens, countless individuals have learned how to save a life by practicing on a model bearing her face. Every single time someone learns mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, they press their lips to a replica of hers. Through this, the unknown woman from the Seine has, without a doubt, become the most kissed face in all of history. It's a truly uncanny reality to wrap your head around. A medical training device used to teach people how to cheat death bears the face of someone whose own death remains an unsolved mystery. Who was she? Was her death an accident? Did she choose her fate, or was there something more sinister at play? We will likely never know. Her identity is lost to time. Yet her legacy is anything but forgotten. Her face, which once captivated the artists of Paris, has now been instrumental in saving countless lives across the globe. It's a strange and beautiful irony. The girl who couldn't be saved has, in a way, become a universal symbol of salvation. Her anonymous tragedy has been transformed into a global story of hope and resilience. The next time you see a CPR mannequin, take a closer look at its face. You're not just looking at a piece of plastic. You're looking at Lincoln de Lazen, the girl from the river, whose silent smile has been teaching the world how to breathe life back into others for over half a century. Her story is a powerful reminder that even from the most tragic and mysterious of circumstances, something truly life-affirming can emerge. Thanks for watching. If you found this story as fascinating as I did, please give this video a like and subscribe for more deep dives into the hidden histories that shape our world. See you in the next one.